Hey everybody, another sci-fi guy here, also known as Pro1701, and today we're going to be taking a look at the first episode of the Doctor Who series revival, or what we call New Who, the episode entitled Rose. Our first look at Rose, the new companion, and our first look at Christopher Eccleston's Ninth Doctor. I've been rewatching it. I just recently picked up the limited edition Steelbook with some beautiful artwork by Lee Binding. And it's the first time I've actually got to see the episode on Blu-ray. I was wondering whether or not I should rewatch it or just go ahead and review it, but I haven't watched it in several years, so I wanted to watch it again. Plus, I wanted to see it on Blu-ray for the first time, see if it made any difference. And I'm going to be honest, it looks really good on Blu-ray. It looks even better. But diving into the episode itself, I had forgotten just how good this show could be. I've been watching a lot of Classic Who lately, and I love Classic Who. I grew up on Classic Who. And I've been very underwhelmed by Capaldi's run as the Doctor. Not Capaldi himself, but just seasons 8, 9, and 10. So to go back to the first episode of the new series and see how good it is, how good it works, and how it just seems to bring everything together in a right way really reminds me of why I latched onto the new show as fast as I did. I never really had any problems accepting it. I love Christopher Eccleston's Doctor. He literally hits the ground running. I mean, the first time you see him is when he grabs Rose's hand and just says, "Run!" and takes off running. He is incredible in this role. He's funny. He's witty. You can tell there's something going on that we don't know about yet, maybe that's weighing on his mind, and he plays this part so well. The chemistry between him and Rose is so good. Between Chris and Billy Piper, they seem to work so well together, and just the way they go off each other, I love it. It just, instantly they have that connection that I really like for a Doctor and a companion to have, and it's just firing on all cylinders. The visuals look good. The special effects are a little cheaper than I think they need to be. Like, the nesting consciousness looks kind of fake when Mickey's pulling his hands back in the plastic. There are spoilers. I can't really talk about it without getting into spoilers other than to say I think it's a phenomenal episode. I think it was a great way to bring New Who back. And if this episode had not hit the mark, then the new series, people might have just tuned out immediately, but it really did fire on all thrusters enough for people to go, hey, this new series could work. And the part with the plastic with the garbage can with Mickey looked kind of fake, which I get the series didn't have the budget it does now. It seemed like around season 5 it got a really big budget increase in my opinion, but other than that, I think it does well. I love the music. The music fits the episode well. It's timed well. I noticed the music's playing from the beginning of the episode all the way to where Rose arrives down in the basement, which is right when everything starts to get serious. So it's almost like the show itself is getting serious. The music stops and cuts out for the first time. And there's a couple other musical cues in the episode. I really should have taken notes. I need to do that from now on. Where the music fits what's going on perfectly. I loved Rose's reaction to walking into the TARDIS for the first time. She doesn't say anything. She just kind of... and then runs back out and starts looking around. I love the fact that she doesn't say anything. The look on her face sells it. And I loved that moment. I always love when a companion sees the TARDIS for the first time. The inside of the TARDIS. It's always a fun moment for me. Going back to the banter, I love that bit about, "Who are you? The Doctor. What? The Doctor? Just the Doctor. Hello." I love how Chris does that little humor he has. I love the little bit when she's talking about if you're an alien, how come you sound like you're from the North? And he's like, lots of planets have a North. And the bit about when he's trying to find the receiver, and he's talking about how it's a big round thing, and you can see the big satellite or Ferris wheel, whatever that is behind him. And she's just kind of looking at it, and he looks, and he's like, "What? What?" I love that. All of those things sell the episode. I think I don't really like Mickey yet. He grows on me later, but he is a bit annoying in this episode, which I think is how he's written. But he's a little irksome at this point. And then I like Rose's mom. I like Jackie. It hasn't got to the point to where the domestics feel annoying, you know. I kind of liked it early in that because it kind of fleshes out the companion's backstory a little bit. And I like Jackie. She's kind of a fun character. She never really bothered me like she did some people. Everything seems to work. I love the fact they brought back the Autons, even though I don't believe they're actually called Autons in the episode. But I thought it was nice that they started with a classic Who villain, but it wasn't a villain that necessarily the mainstream's going to know about. You know, it wasn't the Daleks or the Cybermen or the Master. It was a lesser known villain, but still an effective villain. I like the Autons. They were also the villains of the first Doctor Who story that was in color, Spearhead from Space with John Pertwee's Doctor. So it was a nice little nod to that for me. It's a fun episode. All of the actors seem on point. The director's really good. I love some of the camera work there, and it looks even better on Blu-ray. But I really like this episode. I didn't realize just how much I really enjoy this episode, I think, because it has been several years since I watched it. But it's a lot of fun. I don't have a lot of really criticisms. I don't like I think the first four systems, I don't know what kind of cameras they use, but they look a little off. Maybe it's just me because I live in the States, and maybe that was more the cameras they used in the UK at the time. But the cameras look different from season 5 onward. They look more motion picture camera, and I like that quality of camera better. The first 4 seasons, the camera work looks a little off. The lighting looks a little weird sometimes. Maybe the color's a little too vibrant. I can't really explain it. Although on Blu-ray, it looks less so here. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But that was always one little nitpick I had. I actually liked the camera angles they picked, though. I liked Clive, the conspiracy theory guy. It was a good job of kind of introducing Rose to the Doctor and what he is. It's just a really good episode. I don't really have too many complaints. I think it's a good jumping on point for Doctor Who fans. I had a girl I dated. She'd never seen Doctor Who, and when we started watching it, I started her with the first episode of the first season, Rose, and she liked it. She watched all the way through the first few episodes of Matt Smith before she started kind of burning out on it. So, yeah. So, Doctor Who, episode 1 from season 1, Rose, the first episode of the new series. It's pretty fantastic. I'm going to have to start organizing these a little better, organize my thoughts a little more. I kind of ramble. But anyway, I hope you've liked my review of it. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, do all the things, all that fun stuff. And most importantly, thank you for watching.